She does it better with Brianna Dutton and Kevin Tibbs. Let's get into it. She do it better. She do it better. She do it better. She do it better.
Welcome to episode number 2 of the She Does It Better podcast.
We've upgraded the cameras, bro. Yeah. We were supposed to last episode. We're not going to speak about why that didn't happen. It's not my fault.
It's totally her fault because she doesn't do it better than I do. But anyway, welcome to episode number 2. And I'm your host, Kevin Tibbs. I'm the Robin of this group in the other host.
Oh, am I Batman, bro?
Batman.
Oh, yeah, I'm Batman. Hey, yo.
Brianna Dutton.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Who thought we would have had 2 episodes?
Who thought we'd do this again after the first one? I don't know, but we out here.
Hey, we had fun.
Yeah, we did.
Let's start this episode first by giving thanks to all our family members. Cheryl, my mom, Beverly Tibbs.
Oh, yeah.
And the rest of y'all.
Shouts out, Kayla, my sister, for being our actual very first listener. Before I even told Kevin I posted the podcast. So shouts out her.
And
we'll try to get the social medias going and get some more people in here. But for now, hello, family.
and sooner or later, hello, world.
Yeah,
Tiger Woods style.
Exactly.
Yeah, but thank you all for taking the time to listen. Even if you only listen for a minute.
Y'all the real ones.
Yeah, we had a couple comments on social media, so we'll take that. We're winning. Unlike Bree, that t-shirt Bree got on, Indiana Fever.
Okay, that was a trash segue. I hated that. We're down bad because we got an injury out here.
Yeah.
We're doing bad.
One victory since she's left.
Against Washington.
Tragedy. I know. That's the bad thing.
Tragedy. But I'm keeping my pick. I'm standing by it. I'm standing by my team.
You'll be standing by yourself.
Nah, boy, be so for real. I'm not screwed yet. She's gonna come back. We're okay.
They'll be fine.
We'll be alright.
But I mean, having her out and having Cunningham out at the same time, it's just a bad deal for them.
Exactly. So I think once we get at least one of them back, we'll be moving.
I just think it hurts them more with building the chemistry of the team. It's going to take a little longer now with that short training camp. Now you have the injury to your number one player.
That's true.
Just going to push that chemistry back a little bit longer.
I feel like their chemistry wasn't horrible to begin with, though, at least. I feel like there's other teams that are struggling in that area more than Indiana is. So I feel like once they get their pieces back, we'll keep rolling. So I'm standing by my pick. You heard it here. Yeah, you're switching up. You're cheating.
Yeah, I told you already. I'm knocking them down.
Who you picking then?
I hadn't I'm standing by New York. I'm moving my top 4 teams around.
Oh.
New York is number 1. Okay. Minnesota 2. And I said I think I'm gonna go with Las Vegas number 3.
Okay.
And then Seattle. But
you kicked my team out your top 4.
Yeah, but I'm on the verge of taking Seattle out for Atlanta. Those 2 teams are better than Indiana. So Indiana's down to 6.
Nah.
In the Kevin Tibbs power rankings.
Nah, that's actually
they're down to 6.
Nah, I'm not with your picks, truly. You're just riding New York until the end of time.
Look, your 2 teams you got going are the Fever and the Connecticut Sun.
No. I never said that. I never said that. You're lying.
I mean, you said the Fever and the Wing, the Dallas Wing.
No, I didn't. No, I did not.
You didn't say that?
My top 3, the only different, I said New York, Indiana up top. And then my 3 and 4, I had the Aces and then Minnesota. Minnesota's not 4. Minnesota would probably fall higher than that, but that was my top 4 in no particular order. Don't claim Connecticut for me because that's actually so disgusting for you to do.
Well, I'm just gonna say
you're putting words in my mouth.
4.
What?
And Indiana is not in there.
You're hating when it's too early to hate.
Nah, I just remember how good Asia Wilson is, and the stats that she's putting up right now is
she is. But you moved level. Atlanta way up.
The season is too early. It's so early. I can change my pick.
Yeah, you can. You can. I thought you were changing your number 1, but you didn't. So I won't call you a cheater yet.
No. I do think Liberty. The Liberty are too good for most the rest of the league.
They're insane. Even though their point differential is 20 points on average. They beat teams by 20 points.
Yeah, that's not fair.
That's wild.
That's high school level.
Yeah, but it is like high school level. Like they're killing everyone they play.
Yeah, it's like Minnesota, even though they're 8-0, they're a step behind the Liberty and maybe a step behind the Aces to me.
Ooh, you think the Aces are better than Minnesota?
When I watched them play Seattle the other day, that changed my mind.
If you're a Connecticut fan, I'm so sorry, but stick to your college basketball. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Even the Connecticut fans know they're in for a world of hurt. After what happened to them by New York, that beating they took there.
Yeah, they know what they're in for. Let's see. They lost 100-52 against New York.
That sounds like one of your travel scores.
Yeah, that's like when you walk up on that USJN court and you see like a 6'7" point guard, and you know you're cooked.
It's like over by the first 5 minutes of the game. You're already down by 30.
The only win Connecticut has is actually against the Fever. So.
Yeah, but they caught the Fever when
they caught us at a low point.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, but they're losing by like 20 every game.
Yeah, but that's a professional team. We make jokes about your travel scores back in the day, but this is a professional team. You're not supposed to lose no more than 20 points.
They lost every piece they had though. So,
but they lost or got rid of them. The GM ought to be fired.
No, yeah, for sure. If this was like a men's sport, he'd be gone already.
Yeah, he'd be gone. So. Even the baseball team would fire him by now.
Yeah, these scores are awful. Only scoring 50 points in a game is terrible. And they've done that. They've done that twice in the regular season. They only scored 55 points against Atlanta.
Maybe they should go back to the WNBA free agent wire and sign some of them young bucks that were cut from all them other teams.
At least make it exciting. Something about this team is not. The only other surprise I really have is Dallas being 1-7.
I didn't think they would be that bad right now.
I was not. Only one win? And their one win is Connecticut.
But look, I was hoping they beat the Sky the other night, but
I'm surprised they didn't.
Yeah. I just don't like to see all the teams being that bad at the bottom. Like, I would expect the Sky to do better. Being 2-4, that's horrible for that team who gets so much attention. Yeah, they get so much attention. You don't want those teams that get that much attention being on the bottom of your standing.
I thought they'd like float somewhere like in the 5-6 range,
Yeah, they have enough pieces there. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And like we could talk offensively. Angel Reese, all those me bounds as they call them now. Me bounds. Yeah,
that's the best thing I've seen is me bounds.
Yeah. You know what her layup percentage is? Did I tell you that earlier?
If you have her layup percentage, yes, I'd love to see that.
33%.
Layup?
Yeah, 33%, something like that.
Some people's
Layup percentage.
3-point percentage is better than that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And I don't know where exactly they found the stat, but they were talking about it on my morning show that her layup percentage is 33%. But
Jeez.
you know, like the WNBA's total layup percentage, that it's like average layup percentage is like 65.
See,
This
that's why
is a
people
problem with it.
roast the WNBA.
Yes. Yeah. Thank
They
you.
complain that
Exactly
we
what I was
don't
gonna say.
dunk the ball and we missing layups like that. So yeah, people are gonna flame us, and honestly, at the moment, it's well deserved because 60%
Yeah.
layups,
68% or 65%, one or the other. I was like,
layups.
that's pitiful. So who's at the top of the standings? Who we got?
The top of the standings currently is Minnesota and New York.
And both of them are undefeated, right?
Yeah, New York is 7-0, Minnesota's 8-0. So currently, Minnesota's sitting on top just because they've had more games.
Okay. And then we got Atlanta.
Then Vegas.
5-2. And both of them are lost 2 games apiece. So
Yeah, they're sitting close.
and then the Mercury is hanging in there at 5. Oh, my Seattle team that I picked to be, well,
they're 4-4. That is not that good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. Indiana being 3-4, that's understandable in their current situation. I mean, to lose against the Mystics last week in Baltimore, yeah, Mystics had to go all the way to Baltimore to beat y'all. That's a daggone shame.
I mean, take the win, I guess, but
yeah, we take the win. But before we go further on the standings, you see those ticket prices
dropping.
Oh, well, shoot. Like a bad habit. Oh God,
that's actually wild because people try to say all the time it's not just Caitlyn, it's not just Caitlyn, and I'm not saying it is just Caitlyn, but you look at stuff like that and there might be some truth to that when ticket prices go down like that quickly, just at the thought of her not being in a game.
And they're right. It's not just Caitlyn, but what she brings is different than what even like Paige Becker's brings. It's not the same. Paige is a great player, but she doesn't have I don't know what you would call it. It's almost like when LeBron or Steph comes to arena and the arena's sold out because they're playing,
just
even if it's a
simply
bad
because
team.
they're in the building.
Yeah, but those ticket prices, I looked at some of those prices at one point, and they were like $200 a seat. Right. I was like, man, y'all lost y'all mind.
Yeah.
And then the day of the game, I said, let me go in there and see what some of these ticket prices are. How much you think they were going for? In the same section.
Going like $30, bro.
30. One of them I seen $18. I was like, $18?
Even lower.
Yeah. I said, man, I should just buy this and go to the game. Then I realized it was in Baltimore and that DC. I said, nah. Yeah, but them ticket prices, I could not believe that. I'm pretty sure if you look at the Sky and the Fever ticket prices before Caitlin Clark got injured, and now look at the prices now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that they're less than 50% of what they were. So when people say it's not all because Caitlin Clark, yeah, she wasn't the foundation of the league.
No.
But she's the one that's putting the league on a different level.
She's bringing attention to it.
Yeah.
That it didn't have before. People hate to give her credit for that.
And I'm pretty sure if you look at the ratings when the next Fever and Sky game goes on, I think it's this week. I do think it's this week. But the next game when they have, I'm pretty sure their ratings won't reach close to 3.0 or whatever it was last time. I think it was 2.7 last time.
They play the Sky again on Saturday.
Yeah. Okay. And on the weekend, let's see if they can beat the Yankees this time. I'm pretty sure it won't be even close.
No. Who do you think wins?
Oh, I'm going with the Fever. The Sky,
even without?
Yeah, the Sky, they look like they are very unorganized right now. I think they might need a new coach. I don't even though with the short the short training camps and everything, they don't look like they have any chemistry going on. It almost look like a street ball team right now.
They just have a lot of big names, and that often doesn't work. Like, you can kind of see so we'll start with Chicago because that's what we were talking about. You have Van Lith on a team and she's barely playing. Maybe more as of recent, I'm not sure, but then you have Reese, then you have Cardoso. Like even just those three people were used to being the biggest names on their teams. Like in college they were. So that just might not work. Like some just don't gel, which surprises me because Van Lith has Olympic experience. So she's used to playing with big names. So I don't know what that's about, whether that's like history with Angel Reese or.
But like they have a good leader in like Ariel Atkins. Somebody I would have thought bringing that into your team, that gives you. She's gonna bring everything together. Her and Kia Nurse, ladies like that. But to see them play, I'm very disappointed in what they're bringing right now.
It's almost weird to see because I thought they would be a lot better ranked than they are right now. It's still early, so you never know. But
early my foot. I mean, you talking about Haley Van Lith? I mean, like they're struggling on the outside a lot, and she can shoot the ball. She's averaging 2.5 points a game or something like that. So, get her in the game. Let her shoot. Let her spread the court for you.
Right. She does well with that.
Yeah, Cardoso's averaging double figures, but if you get somebody to shoot on the outside, then they can't double team Cardoso.
They just don't use the people they have in places that they should. Like, they have such good pieces for how bad they're doing.
Vandersloot, she's pretty good as a guard. It's just I don't know what's going on in there where it's not clicking. I don't know if the young ladies not clicking with the old ladies or maybe it is the coaching. I mean, Vandersloot, she's a veteran. She's been in the league a long time, 14 years, something like that.
Yeah.
So
she's averaging 6.2 assists per game, so that's pretty good, but she's only averaging 12 points per game.
But like I don't need her averaging that much with the low post presence in Camilo and Angel Reese and like Atkins there, but it's not fitting together. The puzzles are not fitting together.
It has Cardoso listed as injured too.
Oh, did she must have injured herself the other day. It
says day to day, so it must not be bad.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she just needs a break.
But another one that has major pieces that aren't clicking is Dallas.
Yeah.
They got Paige, they have Arike, they have Carrington.
I think that they're one of them teams that need that extra time right now to go. And with Paige being injured, that's hurting them. Kind of like with the fever.
Yeah.
And Clark.
Concussion stuff.
Yeah. And it's going on a week. I don't know how long the WNBA, if they have some kind of concussion protocol that keeps out longer.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about the length of time, but it could.
Yeah. I mean, nobody knows more about concussions than you. So I would think she will be back quicker than what she is. Because the NFL.
I didn't see it. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it either. So
yeah, I haven't. I don't. It could be something minor. It might not. Like you never know.
Yeah, but you see in the NFL, them guys get hit. Next thing you know,
they're in the injury tent for like 30 seconds, and they come on and act like they don't have one anymore.
You know darn well that man ain't right.
No, but that's why you see all that CT in football too. It's because they don't listen.
Yeah. So more props to the WNBA, but looking out for the players' health.
Oh, 100%. I'd rather them keep her out and they struggle in the beginning than to play her when they shouldn't, and then she's out for who knows how long.
I don't even know if I can see how many games she's played this year, but 14.7 points per game, that's pretty darn good.
Yeah, it is.
4.7 rebounds and 6.7 assists per game.
Yes, I'm not complaining about how she's performing. It's just
it's everybody else around her.
Yeah, it's not something's not clicked. clicking.
It's the rest of the team. Maddie, she's in double figures. I don't know. I did see something today where their fans are calling for the coach to be fired.
Right, because you had the number 1 pick. You have a lot of good pieces on your team, and you still start 1-7.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's the 9-day training camp or what, but 1-7, you probably first year coach you might be out of a job.
Oh, I guarantee he's out of a job.
Yeah, I've seen some of their fans on social media talking about how he wasn't ready for that job, and they're wondering how he got the job. So I was like, "Oh man,
I don't know. I don't know anything about him either.
I ain't never seen him before."
But I feel like if Indiana's coach last year was fired, then it's probably no question that Dallas is getting fired unless they were to pull a complete 180.
Did you, like, when you go back to Indiana last year, do you think that was unfair for their coach? Because they turned it around
they did
after the first part of the season.
But I just think they got excited about Stephanie White.
Yeah, I mean, they look better right now as a team. They look better. I think Indiana's going to be there. I just don't think they're going to crack that top 5.
No Indiana slander on my podcast.
Oh shit! Oh, now it's her podcast. Yeah.
I'm just messing.
It's all good. It's you run the show, Batman.
I don't run this show. I don't know where you got that from. I don't run this show.
I just said it. I'm giving you credit. Hey, who did all the cutting up the film and?
Oh, I did. I did edit the podcast. If you notice the minute and a half at the end, that's complete silence. I don't own that, so don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Hey, you know what? Maybe we can get some sponsors. And
that's what that was for. That minute and a half was just highlighting the fact that we got to get some sponsors to fill that void. That Nike, that was not on me. I don't claim that bad energy.
We're broke, and we need somebody to take.
Don't tell the podcast we're broke.
Shit, we are broke,
bro. Yeah, your ladder in the background. You looking broke over there.
Dude, look, I got 2 ladders. I don't know what the other one is.
Boy got 2 one TVs, ones that fold up. 2 TVs, two ladders, and not $2 to his name.
But anyways, back to the
back to where we were.
Program. I know we was talking about Dallas. I do think they might have to find a new coach if it goes a couple games longer. They're gonna have to find a new coach. And I don't know how long Paige is supposed to be out or Caitlin Clark is supposed to be out, but we need them to be healthy when they come play each other. The wing and the fever have to play each other.
If both they're of those healthy and connecting well, it'll be a close game.
But because I think it's going to be a big ratings draw. I know they have that Commissioner Cup thing going on right now, which the NBA started theirs, and now the WNBA got theirs, where each team each conference plays a round robin format, and then they come in at the end of win. I think it's $500,000, which isn't bad for us.
No, not bad. I mean,
but when you think about professional athletes, there's NBA players make that in one game.
They wouldn't be worried about that. I know, that's so stupid.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
This is what we need to say first, because when people hear someone talk about women thinking that they deserve more money, it's not that we think that women should make the same amount as the men's playing the same sport. It's that they should have, and I'm pretty sure it was Kelsey Plum who said this in an interview. She said they want the same percentage of revenue that the men get.
Yeah, the share.
Yeah, so that's completely unequal. So the percentage that men get from their sales is a lot more than what the women are seeing in theirs. So that's what we're saying is wrong.
And I agree. I agree with Kelsey Plum and yourself. They should have the same share. Lady in the WNBA, Clark Asia Wilson or any other ones should think they should be making $40 million a year.
No.
LeBron or somebody's making $40 million. That's not going to happen. But they do deserve the same share. I mean, I think they just got charter flights last year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool for them, but that's like, dang, this league's been around for a while and they're just getting the charter flights.
This is the first time they've flown like that. Yeah, no, but we could have that conversation until the end of time. It just...
Yeah, but you think about this. You're coming off college basketball where you might fly, like if you're Paige or somebody, UConn flying in a nice charter flight or something like that, and you get to the WNBA and you're like, man, I got to fly a commercial.
Flying the facilities, like...
Speaking, so with this Commissioner Cup, pick a winner. I know you haven't done much research into it, but I'm putting you on the spot.
I don't, hold on. I don't know. Who are you taking?
I'm going to take the Liberty.
Well, yeah, because it's almost like the Commissioner's Cup is relying on who's playing well early.
But who do you think they will face? Minnesota or Las Vegas?
I would love to see like Vegas, New York. But I don't...
I'll tell you though, like, remember last episode when we decided to pick, and I didn't put the Aces up there? It's because I seen the way the Liberty beat them. I was like, oh, they suck this year. Not really thinking like they just got to get going.
Right. So like the Commissioner's Cup is relying on who's playing well early, right?
Yeah. And so it's real early.
Right. So then the only realistic options are the teams that are currently undefeated. But then you look at New York's point differential is 20 compared to Minnesota's 10. Like Minnesota's beating teams on average by 10 points compared to New York beating teams by 20. So New York, I guess they're like too good.
Yeah. I do think though, like Minnesota's they will struggle to beat Las Vegas, and the way they'll struggle also to beat Seattle, in my opinion. And then that dark horse is Phoenix. Everywhere they playing, they're going to be a tough out for somebody.
They are, and then there could be an upset somewhere in there, but I do think New York takes that.
I'll take New York versus Las Vegas.
If Caitlin wasn't injured, I'd still be taking Indiana, bro. If she wasn't injured, but I can't pick that realistically right now. So
no, not right now. Hey, how many days? They said it's like 3 weeks. How many? It's only been 1 week right now that she's been out.
Yeah, about one.
I could say if she came back soon, then they will have a chance.
Right. I mean, they're sitting in their spot right now is fine, but we're also only 1-2 games into it, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't see them beating out New York in that.
Yeah, and you have to play a round robin, so they'll play every team in the Eastern Conference for this Commissioner Cup, and same with the Western Conference team. So, so they'll have to beat Atlanta Dream and New York, probably.
Yeah, I don't see that happening now. Right now, I don't.
Not right now. Well, I would say with Clark, they can compete with either one of those teams, and I don't think the Sky's a problem. Of course, the Sun ain't the problem, and they beat the Mystics last night without Clark. So
yeah, I think the East is already decided. Truthfully, I don't think anyone matches up with New York in that.
The better conference
on that side. But then you look at the West. You look at the West, and the top really 4 are a toss up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you keep the Mercury in there, I think they can make it tough, even though they lost one already.
Yeah, so I think the West it could be anyone. It's anyone's really. So it's really just who's playing New York.
I think I'm going with Las Vegas. I'm telling you, Asia Wilson is not. She's not playing with no teams right now. She is dominating, and her shoes look nice.
Her shoes are tough.
I love her shoes. You know what I seen? I was coming out of Costco the other day. I seen a brother walking in with some Asia Wilsons on.
You're lying. We're moving
I'm not
up.
lying. I should have took a picture.
Up.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, he got some Asia Wilsons on.
Did you know they have to play in Nike? Like, unless they have another shoe deal.
Oh, is that right?
Everyone in the league has to play in Nike unless they have an already established shoe deal. So like their shoe deal has to start before the season does.
Oh wow.
If it doesn't, like if they were to sign something mid-season, they still have to wear Nike and follow that through the season until a new season starts. And one team that I thought was going to be better is LA.
Oh gosh, they're disappointing right now.
I don't get it. What is happening?
Yeah, but they're feisty. I don't know. I haven't watched enough of their games because being on that West Coast and living on the East Coast for us, I'm not staying up that late to watch their games.
Yes, yeah.
I need to go to work tomorrow. But
we're broke. Sponsor us.
Yeah, we got jobs. Yeah, they're 2-6. It's like, oh man, I thought you guys were going to do better than that. Yeah, I'm very disappointed in them. I thought they would be a much better team than what they are. Still early. And when does they got to get? I can't think of it. Brink back. When did she come back? Is she? We have to look. I don't know when she's scheduled to be back. That would be a big help for them.
Yeah, Brink's not back anytime soon.
It's not coming back anytime soon?
No, I don't think so.
You think so? She got hurt during the season last year, right? Mm-hmm. She might be out for the whole year.
It was like two games in or something.
Oh, yeah, it was early. That's what I was saying. It was early. Oh, so she might be back towards the middle.
Yeah, like around All-Star break, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All-Star break.
Maybe.
That's all right, but they better get something going.
Yeah, they're cooked.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they'll be like bottom 4.
Back when the WNBA started, that was my favorite team because of Lisa Leslie.
They were tough.
Yeah, when she dunked in the game, like they let her go and she just dunked and everybody's like, yeah.
They finally got their dunk. All the men. Of course, you like that game.
Yeah. I told you before, like I would go to high school games and watch high school, but I didn't watch much of the WNBA or even women's college basketball until you. It was like I was probably one of those men who will say they play with too much technique. I don't want to watch that. I want to watch highlights, and that's like what the NBA is right now. To me, it's highlights. The funny thing, you know what I heard today? There's a group of influencers that are betting on Angel Reese to miss her first shot in every game or something like that, and they've won like 6 games straight. Oh, I said, man, that is so wrong. Like there's only been 6 games of the Sky, and she has missed her first shot in every game. And I know at least 1 or 2 of those games I've seen, she was right under the basket. I'm like, oh man, that's embarrassing.
I'm telling you, it has to be mental.
Oh, it's definitely mental. Do you think it's right? Like when there's a guy doing bad like that, like the reporters, the media, fans, they'll get on you. But do you think it's right for them to get on Angel Reese like that? Because to me, she is a professional athlete.
She's a professional athlete, and when she wants to make bold statements in interviews saying that she's half the reason that people are watching, you can't perform like that. That's it. That's my only argument. Am I saying that she deserves all the hate that she's getting? I don't know. Don't know. But you can't make bold claims like that and not follow follow through with it.
Yeah, like for me, I think it's fair. She's fair game, just like any other athlete, LeBron, anybody else. Like if you're having a bad game, being where you are, they have a right to call you out.
Right. So it's she loved that villain role when she was playing well at LSU. Now she's in that same villain role and she's just not playing well. That's on her.
Yeah. But I did see now, offensively she's not good. Defensively, she's doing better. I was seeing like she held Breanna Stewart to 12 points her season low. I mean, early in the season, she averages close to 20. And then let's see, she held Hamby on Los Angeles. She held her to her season. She averages 18.7 points per game, and she held her to 10 points per game. So like, I think defensively, she's not bad on ball. It's the offense, and I think people have so much of an expectation of her to be, because of her and Caitlin Clark, a better offensive player.
Because she talks a lot.
But it's her defense that's real good. Her defense and rebound.
People aren't even seeing that. Like people, no, I'm not saying they don't care, because I'm not going to say that. But when you talk that much and you miss however many layups and you have however many me bounds, like no one's paying attention if you played well defensively. Yeah. Not the people who are making fun of her, at least.
Exactly. Oh, they're not seeing that. But like even Alyssa averages 15 points per game, and she held it to 10 points that game they went against each other.
I think she does well in getting people out of their game, you know?
Yeah. 5th in defensive rebounds, 7th in steals, 13th in blocks. So that's some of her. Isn't bad, but
no. If you don't look at the offensive side of things,
yeah,
she looks fine.
I'm gonna say again, 33% layup percentage.
That's disgusting.
And yeah, that's horrible. And I've seen videos of her working out with even Lisa Ledley during the off season. So I know she's trying to get better at offense, but right now,
I thought she would come out better this season, and she's actually coming out worse.
Yeah, that's my problem. I thought she would be a lot better than what she is right now, and
I thought she would use, because she was in the same group as like all the rookies last year where they never had a break. So it's like you expect a little bit of a drop off because they're exhausted, as they should be. But so that's why I thought she'd use her break to the fullest extent, and I thought she was, because she was actively posting on social media, training all the time, and it's just you don't miss that many layups, you know. Like what was your focus on? What were you training?
3. I seen her shooting a lot of 3-pointers.
No, bro. So remember, when you're doing that well in the realm of double doubles, you don't go to the off season and work on 3-pointers, because clearly that's not where you need to be efficient at.
Yeah,
that makes no sense. Like, how about you make sure you can make the rebounds you're getting?
Yeah, and it's like to see her offensive skills and somebody like Kiki Irfan of the Mystics as a rookie, her offensive skill, and like she's not as good as the defender or rebounder as Angel Reese, but Kiki can play. That girl can play.
She finishes at the rim well
all the time. Like I'm so surprised that as a rookie she is coming in right now and playing the way she is. And her mid-range game is top notch right now, especially for a rookie. You if you take that in there account as a rookie, she is balling.
She plays relaxed.
Yeah.
In a way that Angel doesn't. And Angel's not a rookie.
Yeah. Like for all our local people, local podcast listeners.
All of our listeners.
Yeah. Family members.
Hi, family.
Yeah. Family members. You have no friends. You would have no friends. It'd be me, your mom.
Okay.
Kayla,
no,
Eric,
you don't gotta flame me like that. That's actually wild.
hey, listeners. Can y'all request Bree as a friend?
No, okay, we're not pity asking for followers. Hold on. Whoa. I don't. Whoa. What are we doing right now?
Bree needs friends.
Bo said I was the Batman to this podcast and is roasting me about my friends right now.
I'm just saying, Batman couldn't keep a girl.
But Roasting my love life on our sports podcast. 10 out of 10.
Anyway, all right, I'll leave your love life alone. Let's get back to the Mystics. Because I'm telling you, even though they've only won 3 games, this is a rebuild that I'm in favor of. Not like
yes, we're going in a positive direction, which is better than we could say last year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like even like Austin's not healthy completely. She's not playing her full amount of minutes. Edwards is not playing her full amount of minutes right now. Amor's not being there, and I was like, good gracious, they're looking this good without her.
Right.
Like Sykes is amazing right now. 21 points a game.
That's wild.
She's killing it. But who else? Like, I'm gonna get back to Irfan. Like 14.6 points per game, 10 rebounds a game. Like when you watch her, she just looks smooth.
The rookies are looking very well rounded, which I can't say about a lot of the rookies that have started so far.
The Mystics have 2 good ones.
Yeah, like most of them, like most of them have one. Most of them have Paige or, who else is a rookie that's playing well right now?
Citron.
Oh, okay, Mystics team, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. They look well rounded, which is not what every team looks like.
Do you think it's because they were thrusted into this spot because of the lack of maybe depth?
There's that because they didn't have any depth on their team, and there's also nobody thought that they would be good. Like nobody thought that they would be good.
No, I mean if you look at it, like Melbourne, this is only her second year in the league, so like to see what you're getting out of her, it's like, man,
right? So
the sky's the limit on this team. I just think like if they can keep this roster together, 2 or 3 years from now. They're back to where they were before Deladon left.
They're playing with no pressure right now. Like Chicago's playing with all the pressure that's really not necessary. But
and they're not carrying it.
Indiana's doing the same. Like there's Dallas is sitting with a lot of pressure on their team. Washington's playing with none.
Yeah,
because I'm sure everybody pictured them being a bottom team, and they're sitting at the middle right now. Credit. I'll take them sitting at the middle.
So. Who do you think rookie of the year? Most people will say Paige. Do you think she's like going to be the rookie of the year no matter what? Yeah, I mean, she's injured now, but she'll be back soon. Because if you look at the ladies on the Mystics, I'm kind of thinking like they're going to give her a run for the money right now because they're being used.
It's definitely closer of a race than I thought it would be, but I think Paige still takes it.
Yeah, Paige does more. Like her on ball defense is pretty good. Her assist level, and the difference between like Paige and Caitlin last year, the turnovers. She doesn't turn over the ball like Caitlin did. Even Caitlin this year, Paige. I don't know how many turnovers a game, and I don't know if I can pull it up real quick, but she's pretty good with the ball in her hand.
I think that. She just looks like she's not doing as good because of what their record as a team is right now.
So she only has like about 2 turnovers a game, so that's pretty good. What do you think about the NIL process so far going in college? Not just the NIL, but the transfer portal. I would say more. Don't worry about the transfer portal.
The two go hand in hand now. The two go hand in hand.
It does. Yeah.
So you can't speak on one without the other because without NIL, the transfer portal would be nowhere near as active as it is right now.
It's ridiculous. I thought the daggone transfer portal was closed, and then I see girls still committing.
There's
the
still
other day.
movement happening, and I don't. As like from a player's perspective, it's exciting. Because you can profit off of where you end up at. But from a coach's perspective, it's kind of out of control who sticks.
Yeah.
If you're Don Staley and you're losing full Wiley, it's out of your hands. It is out of your hands.
Like, we didn't talk about that on the first podcast, but to see her leave and go to, I think it's
LSU.
She committed to
LSU.
Yeah, it's like, that's your rival. What?
There's no, it takes the loyalty out of the game, you know?
Yeah. There is no loyalty anymore, especially Don Staley. to me, is the best coach in college basketball right now. Her, Gino,
Absolutely, yeah.
1 and 2. Toss them up. Like to leave South Carolina and to go to LSU. I'm pretty sure it was an NIL thing, and maybe Shaq's gonna give her some Reebok money or something like that to get her to come there.
I mean, but I don't.
I just don't think it's good for college sports.
It's making it messy. It's making it messy.
Yeah, you're only on the team for a year now. Like, as a high school kid, why even have a commitment ceremony? You're only gonna be there for a year,
right? Like, some people think they should, like, if you're gonna transfer, then you should have to wait a certain amount of time.
I always thought of this: if the coach leaves, you can leave, because people will say, "Well, you come to the university for a scholarship." Not really. You're coming there to play basketball. Most of these kids are going to tell you, I'm going there because of a certain coach. Well, if that coach leaves, you have the opportunity to transfer out. And plus you can get one other transfer, but you can't transfer 4 years in a row. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, I personally think there should be a limit to the amount of times you can move.
And like, in a way, back in my days, the kids or the young adults would have had to go in there and fight for a spot. You learn about yourself during those times.
Yeah.
But now I don't know what we're teaching the young adults these days is, hey, if it doesn't work out, leave, go to the next place. And then, as a coach, if I'm coaching a kid and they get an offer from another school, if it's like $20,000, you stay here. That's not life-changing money. But if they're going to pay you like another $200,000 to go to come to their university, I will be the first one to tell you go. If that's money you can buy a house with or something like that, go. But if it's $10,000, $20,000, that's not life-changing money. Stay there and be loyal. Build up your team yourself.
There's no loyalty. There's a lack of, I guess, like, cohesiveness on teams now because nobody sticks. Like, it's not team ball anymore if you're just trying to attract the big names to your school.
Yeah, and like in the men's basketball game, you get like players like Cooper Flagg, and them that'll come in and play 1 year, one and done. We don't have that much we don't have that in the ladies game.
No, now it's
not one and done, but
encouraged to play the full 4 because you get more money than when you do move over.
Yes. So I don't blame those ladies. Like, when Clark left last year, I think I was like, man, she should have just stayed. She could have got way more money in college, but then she got the Nike deal, and then you kind of understand.
Now you realize she's not really.
Yeah. But like some of these other ladies, if you can make that much money, because the WNBA is not paying that well right now.
No, you should stay, but that's not saying that you should stay and move.
Yeah. Stay, build up your name. I'm talking about stay at the college that you are at, and build up that name. So when you come to the WNBA, you're bringing some of those fans with you. You might have 10 fans. You're not going to bring all 10 of them, but if you can bring just a couple, it'll help out the league.
Right.
And so that's where people who get mad at the Caitlin Clark situation, they don't understand. She had 10 fans in college, and she brings all 10 fans with her.
Yeah.
Like, Paige might have 10 fans in college, only bring 5 players with her. So that's the difference. And one thing that upsets me more, though, is like the foundation players of the WNBA. Those Lisa Leslie's and the Cheryl Swoops. Some of those ladies, not all of them, that get mad when they get asked the Caitlin Clark questions, things like that. They are the foundation. They are the ones that build the league and build it what it is.
And no one's arguing that, but that doesn't mean you can't change your perspective on what the league looks like right now.
Yeah, when you got a superstar, you got to latch onto it and ride with it.
They're just mad at the missed opportunity of it all. Like,
Yeah.
How they're not in it in the like their prime wasn't the league's prime, you know.
And like as a player, I understand maybe like an Asia Wilson and them getting upset about the questions because they probably hear that same question over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely get tired of it, but just don't let that question get the best of you. That's what I would say to them.
Just appreciate the attention that's given and use it to the best of your own ability.
Because if you're a player like Asia Wilson right now, who's putting up the numbers she's putting up, you like you should be put on this pedestal of like, wow, look at this lady. Hey, in the primetime game, we got Asia Wilson, the number one player in the league. You know, you should, but right now it's Caitlin Clark is the big draw.
She is.
We just gotta ride.
Someone who I'm sure that is, I won't say tired, but like who would be deserving of being tired if she was, and the whole Caitlin Clark of it all, but instead she's using it the way that she should, is Kate Martin.
Yeah, Kate Martin. Yeah.
She's
rolling with it.
She played with her for 4 years.
Yeah.
She was at Iowa for 5. I think she only played with Caitlin for 4.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You want to talk about somebody being somebody's Batman to their
exactly,
Robin?
But she's using it to the best of her ability. She's not complaining about it. She's not tired of it. They're still friends now.
Yeah, I mean, roll with it if you can. It's got her where she is right now.
Right. Like, do you think no Caitlin would she be in the WNBA right now?
I don't think so because I do think a part of it when the Aces drafted her was the draw that they can get off of it. I think her jersey sales are still high.
Oh yeah, so, I want one. What the?
But that's the Caitlin Clark effect.
Her movement from her rookie season, she played well. She didn't get a lot of playing time. She was on a really good team. To doing Unrivaled. She built a name for herself in Unrivaled. I'm pretty sure her the jersey anytime I tried to get her jersey on Unrivaled, it was sold out.
She's getting 15.4 minutes a game right now, so that's pretty good.
She's getting good time. She was on fire the other night.
Was she?
Yeah.
The more time she gets on that court, the better she's going to be because she has that outside ability. Her defense isn't that bad. It's okay. And I do see teams picking on her with her defense a little, especially coming off the screen.
Yeah.
I don't think that might be a communication thing with the other defender sometimes. But I, as a fan of hers in the whole Iowa team from the past, yeah, I think she's doing quite fine for what she is.
I think she's doing well.
Yeah, for her to be drafted by the Aces last year and making that squad, I think she soaked up everything, and now she's just taking that with her to go to state.
She used a lot from Alicia Clark.
Yeah,
she used her to her advantage too. I think she's just good at absorbing what's around her, whether it be Caitlin Clark or Alicia Clark or Asia Wilson, Kelsey Plum. I think she was a sponge.
Yeah, she was always involved in some of the social media things that they were.
They knew exactly what they do. Yeah. I told you the Aces knew exactly what they were doing with her, and the Valkyries absolutely dropped the ball with Caitlin Chen.
Yeah, they did. Hey, guess Kate Martin's 3-point percentage. What's higher? Let's see. Kate Martin's 3-point percentage or Angel Reese's layup percentage?
Oh my lord. I think her percentage is good.
Which one's higher?
Oh, Kate Martin's 3-point percentage over Angel Reese's layup percentage any day.
37.5%.
So it is better.
Yeah.
Okay, be so for real.
Yeah. When I just seen that, I was like, oh gosh, that's crazy.
Brick Barbie. I'm gonna say it on the podcast.
Yeah. One day, if we ever get big, she gonna smack you in the face.
I would be honored to be smacked by Angel Reese. It'll boost our ratings.
But I tell you though, if she could ever get the layup situation down,
she'd be tough.
Yeah, she's
still tough. She's just struggling.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'll just like if she can get that layup percentage down to 50%.
I don't know, because a lot of her rebounds are off herself.
Yeah.
So she makes those, and how many rebounds does that take away?
No, but I did say, did I tell you that off the podcast or on the podcast when I seen that? I think Rebecca Lobo posted that if you take her Angel Reese's offensive rebounds away, she is still the leading offensive rebounder in the league.
You did tell me that. I don't remember where, but yeah. and I'm not taking away from that. I'm just saying what do her like rebounds turn into? Like, what does that number look like if she makes the layups?
Yeah, if she averages 5.7 rebounds per game, offensive rebounds per game. So you cut that in half.
That's not exactly. You minimum cut that in half.
Turn that to, so you cut that in half, say 3 rebounds, offensive rebounds, and make those 6 points per game. She'll be averaging 16 points per game.
But how many rebounds? Are we still looking as good in the double-double world or no?
It'll be down to 9.
Okay, then then she's right on the double digit.
Yeah.
It all depends on how you look at it.
Anyways, well, that's episode 2 of the She Does It Better podcast.
Oh yeah.
Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Come back again. Like and subscribe. What else are they supposed to say?
Like, subscribe. We do this every time. TikTok, repost on TikTok, please. Watch our TikTok.
And share,
follow our TikTok.
Share.
Follow our Instagram.
Well, thank you again for joining us. Episode 3 coming soon.
That was the She Does It Better podcast.
The She Does It Better podcast.
Oh my god. We're so cooked.
All right. I'm out. I gotta go walk my dogs.
Again. We're gonna end it the same every time.
She do it better. She do it better.